Have you faced any like racial issues in the modeling world?
Yeah, definitely. Not big ones when it comes to, because I haven't done international yet, but I've heard stories and like being prepared. And the biggest one I've got is mostly just like kind of when it comes to hair and like runway. I'm not big on.
Right, we talked about this when we first
Yeah,
met.
exactly. Like, where's like when it comes to makeup artists and hairstylists, it's like when it comes to runway, they're not in the cameras and they're not in, the light. When it comes to the fashion show, they're in the back. So it wouldn't be hard or difficult for someone to really just hire, a black hairstylist or like a black, makeup artist because, even with makeup artists, I did a photo shoot yesterday where she was like, Camille, like it's so disrespectful for me when I hear makeup artists have to ask a model to bring their own foundation when they literally have every single shade if they're a true makeup artist, that they say. Or with a hairstylist, if they are a true hairstylist, they should know, they can know how to braid, and if they don't, they can like let you know that, hey, I don't know, instead of messing up with your hair and like figuring it out instead of just talking to them. And I just think the biggest thing I've had was like when, thank God I know how to braid, but then another model was black and she had her hair out. So we had to like spend time me braiding her hair and stuff. And then it got so chaotic because the timing was off, but then I was getting mad at other people because I'm just like, they're like, what are you guys doing? We got to go. We got to put this wig on. I'm like, I have to braid her hair. Obviously, there's no other hairstyles. Like, where's the other hairstyle? They're looking like they don't know how to braid. So it was frustrating because people were coming at us trying to rush for the show. But if y'all just hired some simple hairstylists that can braid hair, we wouldn't have this issue. And then another supermodel, her name is Tammy, and she actually did a post on their following saying this is so like ridiculous how we still have white every hairstylist and stuff when you can easily just hire someone who can braid hair, and we would have to have this issue. So I've gotten that before, or where you go into a room or like a photographer and stuff and they like do a photo shoot with all this different diversity with beauty and stuff, but then you notice that they kind of lighten up your skin in the photo.
I was just about to ask, like,
yeah,
have you ever had an issue with a photographer who gets you photos back and the skin correction is a little bit off?
Yeah, all that, like I've got that before, and it's like, and the thing is, it's different if it's a test shoot or something, because if it's for you and your portfolio, but it's kind of hard and it kind of dampers a little bit sometimes with some girls' insecurity when it's a job and when you see it up and then you're looking at it like, well, that's not even my skin. And you can't, like, some models are like difficult. They don't know if they should say anything because, mind you, this was a job. So it's like you can't, like, they just needed this for you for a certain product to sell. And they can do whatever they want to your skin. But then it's like, I don't want that in my portfolio because then it's like, that doesn't look like me. So then you got those girls. And then you have models who feed into that. And I've got girls, like I've been into model apartments where girls, I see like the bleaching cream on their table because they just think they need to do that. And you don't need to. So I've definitely got that. And it's like, I just like, it's kind of hard because you don't know if you should say something or you should just leave it alone. And you don't get a lot, but you will get a lot of internationally, which I've learned too. Because in America, it's kind of easy to say something, but international, like in Thailand or China or something, they can easily just have like even have a sign to say like, this is a casting, but no black models allowed. But you can't really say anything because you're American. So it's like you have to take it with a grain of salt and walk away. Kind of things that's kind of like annoying. Like, why would they put that up there? But you can't, like, do anything about that. But you also have, that's what makes a real model too, is you have to have thick skin because you're going to get that a lot. So that's a bigger thing too. And I really want like models, even aspiring ones, to realize that, it's not always glamorous and stuff, that you're going to have to take really thick skin, because then if you don't, a lot of girls won't make it into this business. Like, they'll do it for a year or something, but then they flop because it was too much. Because when it comes to like directors, photographers and stuff, sometimes they look at you as just a product and not a person. So they can literally say whatever they want to you sometimes, and they think that you shouldn't have emotion for it. And sometimes you just need to take that, in, but like you can't always say something. So that's another thing that was kind of like difficult in this business. But I feel like I'm grateful for where I came from and stuff, to know that, sometimes I can say something, and then sometimes it's going like, you know what, this is fucked up, but whatever,